Hello, Goshen Lane 4th and 5th graders. As you can see, I am in our classroom today. I had to come do a little bit of paperwork and get a few things ready that I needed to get out to some people. But I am in our classroom, and since I'm in our classroom today, I wanted to take time and do some math again on our smart board, okay? So these are going to be some harder concepts. Everyone can try them, everyone can practice them, but I really want you to just try them, see how you do with them. We're going to be focusing on multiplication and division today, okay? So multiplication and division. So what we have here first, let me also say I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I did not get to say that. Happy Monday, and let's get started, okay? So what we have here today is a multiplication problem. 231 times 3, okay? So what we have to do when we're multiplying, sometimes our problems are wrote like this. 231 times 3 equals. Sometimes, and when I send out some questions later today, it will be wrote like that, okay? But before we can solve it, we need to stack them like this. 231 times 3. Our next step is we're going to take this 3 and we're going to multiply it in each spot. That's how we're going to get our answer, okay? So 3 times 1, we have one group, and we have 3 things in that group. 3 times 1 is 1, 2, 3. And we put that 3 right below that 3. Now we're going to take that 3 and times it by this 3. We know if we have 3 times 3, we'd have one group with 3 in it. We'd have another group with 3 in it. And we'd have one last group with 3 in it. And then we would count those up to get what 3 times 3 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 times 3 is 9. We come right below this 3 right here. I'm going to write that 9. Are we done yet? No, we are not done yet. We have to also do this right here. 3 times 2. Okay? And because it's 3 times 2 and this 2 is in the 100 spot, it's actually like 3 times 200. Because these are our 1s, these are our 10s, and this is going to be our 100 spots. So 3 times 2, guess what? We already drew a picture like that. We can take this. We now have 2 groups, 1, 2 groups. And we have 3 in each, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what is our answer? 693. And that's a pretty big multiplication problem. 231. You could say there's 231 people in this city. 3 cities have 231 people in them. How much do all 3 of those cities have in people? 693. And that's a real life problem. All right, let's move forward. These are harder. And I did upload some different videos on this kind of instruction. So it's not just me today, but it's also some different things on our Google Hangouts. Okay? Our other problem that we're going to do today is 24 times 22. Remember, sometimes it will be wrote like this. 24 times 22 equals. Sometimes it will be wrote like that. But before we solve, we have to stack it. 24 times 22. Stack those numbers on top, and then we can solve. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to start with this 2 and just say, hey, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. We're just going to write that? No, we're not going to do that. We have to do 2 times 4, 2 times 2. So that's going to be the first step. 2 times 4. We know if we have 2 groups, and we have 4 in each, how much do we have altogether? Go ahead and count them. We have 8. So 2 times 4 is 8. And we put that right below what we just solved. Then 2 times 2. We know 2 times 2. We have 2 groups. So we're going to reuse these groups that we already had drawn. And we put 2 in each. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 times 2 is 4. You got it. And now since we're moving to this 2 and we're moving over 1, we're going to put a 0 right here. It's just called a placeholder, okay? Just a placeholder. And now we're going to do 2 times 4 again. Well, we knew 2 times 4 here was 8. 2 times 4, of course, is 8. So we're going to put an 8 here. And then we have 2 times 2. Well, everyone knows 2 times 2 is 4. So now we have 48 and we have 480. What are we going to have to do? We're actually going to take these numbers right here, 48 and 480, and because this is a 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication problem, we're actually going to add the two things that we found here. So 48, we can write it right over here. 48 plus 480, and we can erase this. And we're going to add it together. That I want to rewrite it so you guys can see as I'm adding, because this problem has a 2-stepper. These big ones have 2 steps. So remember, we had 48, and now we're adding 480. And now we're adding, we're not multiplying anymore. We're adding, so we do 0 plus 8. We have 8 things and we add 0 more. How many are we going to have? We're going to have 8s. If we have 8, we can do touch points here. 9, 10, 11, 12. We put the 2 here. What do we do with that 1 in 12? We're going to carry it up here. Then we have 4 plus 1. 4, 5. So our answer to 24 times 22 was 528. So that's definitely a big problem, right? And the last thing that we are going to do, I'm going to move you guys right over here. Look at our classroom. I know you guys all miss it. The last thing that we're going to do is think about a division problem. Okay? Think about a division problem. And if we were thinking about a division problem right now, I'm going to show you guys this one right here. 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. And a lot of you guys, when you were dividing in class, you guys would use your dividing tiles or different things like that. But today, I know a lot of you guys have these kind of cards at home, Uno cards. And we're going to be able to use these Uno cards today to divide 20 divided by 5. So the first thing, we start with the big number first when we divide. So we're doing 20 divided by 5. We're going to count out 20 cards. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We have 20 cards out now. As you can see, got a lot of cards. Those are 20. Guess what? We can push them all together. We know there's 20. And what are we dividing by? Here in this problem, we were dividing 20 divided by 5. I know that's backwards right now. 20 divided by 5. So we have all 20. We know that's a group right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to split them in these 20 cards into 5 groups. So there's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups. As you can see, let's make sure you can see them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're just going to keep dividing. We call it dividing for a reason. We're going to keep dividing these 20 cards into these even groups. So we're going to say everyone gets 1. Everyone gets 1. Everyone gets 1. Everyone gets 1. And guess what? I'm out of cards. No more cards left. And now how we're going to solve that answer for 20 divided by 5. So we're just going to pick up one pile, and we're going to count how many is in one of their group piles. So we have 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, and 4 cards. Okay? So our answer for 20 divided by 5 is 4. And if you think about multiplication, you could flip it around. Well, if I have 5, how do I get to 20? Well, I do 5 times 4 to get to 20. But right now, you guys can just think about it as division. You can grab cards. If you have Uno, you can divide just like I did today. All right? You guys want to do one more together? We'll do one more. Sure, why not? Let's do the division problem. Let's be a little tricky here. Let's do, how about, let's divide, we'll do 18 divide by 9. 18 divided by 9, and I'll show you guys that problem. Here we go. So we have the problem 18 divided by 9. And how are we going to solve that? How are we going to solve that? Well, the first thing I know is I got to count on 18 cards. So let's do that first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Now we can push those all together into one big pile. We had to make sure we had that starting number right, 18, and we have 18 cards here. And now we're going to divide by 9. So we're going to break up this 18 cards into 9 different groups, right? So we're going to count out 9 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we still have cards left, so we got to keep putting them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm out of cards. And how do we solve our answer? We're going to pick up one pile, just one. We're going to count how many cards are in the piles. 1, 2. We know 18 divided by 9, the answer is 2. So everyone can practice these. It is harder for some, but I want you guys to practice. Get some Uno cards out. You can play the game after you're done, but I want you to think about some division. Sometimes you might have leftovers. You might have some leftover cards. Okay? You had 9, but then you have 1 left. That's called a remainder. We would say if we did 19 divided by 9, we would have 2 cards with a remainder, 2 cards in each pile with a remainder of just 1 card. Okay? And remainders are fine. But right now, I just want you to practice passing those out, breaking up, dividing, okay? Great job, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are all still staying safe. I miss you guys. I miss seeing you guys here in your seats. I hope you guys are doing well. And make sure to sign up for Google Hangouts this week with both me and Mr. Austin. Can't wait for those. Can't wait to see you guys again soon. See ya.